orange, cucumber, pomegranate, carrot, bananas. These are different fruits. And guess what? They do different things to the body. And today on the Great White Connect show with FSF, we will be talking about the power of uniqueness. Welcome. My name is Funke Sanyalu. Like always, I never get to do this alone. I'm here with my wonderful youths. Here with me is Anu. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us on the show.
And today on the Great Youth Connect show, we will be talking about the power of uniqueness and how to embrace your uniqueness. I like to say that starting from me, when I was growing up, I saw a whole lot of things and people made jest of me that I was too tall for my age, I was too this, I was this. I was like, okay. For a very long time, I was not able to embrace my uniqueness. I was always hiding. In fact, let me tell you a very funny story. It's very funny because there was a time that I said, Lord, can you make me shorter? Like, as in, because Yoruba call me Wakilumo. When I enter a space, somebody entered. I don't like that. Personally, it's me. I'm a very private person. Like, I loved that when I just enter a place, don't even recognize, don't see me. I like to be at the background, stuff like that. But life is directly opposite for that for me because of the way God has created me. But it took so many years before I could embrace my uniqueness. And until I did, my light did not shine. So let's talk about this today. Let's start from Bolu.
Yeah, I feel like, let me first define uniqueness, and I have a very short definition. Because uniqueness is what makes you you. Yeah. Being you is being unique, because without you, like, if you're trying to be like, I want to be like someone else, I'm looking at my role model to be like, I want to be like her. You can never be like, you are you. That's what makes you you. Yeah. That's your uniqueness. So I want to relate to your story, like when you said when you're young, and all. Ever since I was young, like I was of age, always like, you are too fat. Like, I've always been hearing that word, like, you are too fat, you are too fat. So I was always scared of going out. Wow. I was always scared of speaking because I'm like, people will judge me for how I look or how I am. Okay. So getting to secondary school, I was like very intimidated. I could not really do a lot of things. I was so shy because of who I was. I was so scared of, I can't do this. But my form teacher, they made me realize that, Bolu, you are you. And this is what makes you you. So I was like, okay, first of all, I had to join drama unit to be like, okay, to prove myself. And as I was joining drama unit, I had the opportunity to show who I was, using my stature that people were like, you're too fat, you're too big. So that makes me that brought out another thing in me. Because I was trying to be like, okay, I want to be like, because when I was younger, like, when I came of age, I wanted to be like, sexy, okay. As well, I wanted, like, she's also not too fat, but I'm like, you can't be like her, you're just fat, you're not, like, you know the way they use that word for you, like, God, why am I created like this? No. But I just, like, coming of age, I came to tell myself that, okay, being you, that's what makes you you. So that's my uniqueness.
Exactly. I would like to come in from that angle before we hear what Mr. Anu has to say about this, because you see, as our faces differs in life, so is our uniqueness. That's the truth. So you are you. I will never be you, and you can never be me. You are beautiful in your own right. I'm beautiful in my own right. And Mr. Anu is very handsome too. So everybody has their own uniqueness. So we have to come to realize that, so that you can. Because until you get to that point where you actually, give me the word now. You accept that who you really are. Acceptance is key. When you accept who you really are, you can never maximize your uniqueness. So let's hear what Mr. Anu has to say about it.
Oh, well, I think the table was turned for the very first time. So I would concede to defeat because I'm supposed to talk first as the guy of the house.
Sorry about
they keep
that.
cheating me. But,
sorry about that.
Maybe God would help me. So straight to the topic, really. I would just like you mentioned too, but I would just take it from the business side of things. So I would say that uniqueness is your selling point.
That's it, your unique selling point.
Yeah. But it's often not so pleasant because what makes you unique is what people fight you for. People associate with similarities. So if I have the same thing with you, nobody will be angry. But the moment they spot out something different about me, everybody goes like, oh, this guy is so proud, this guy is so crazy, we don't like him. They don't like you because you are unique. And a lot of people, in a way to have what we call public attention or public validation, they tend to leave their unique parts to join every other person. They follow the crowd, the multitude, just like, I want to be like them. But you are not like them. In the first place, you're not created like them.
You're not created to fit in.
Exactly. So just like now, I'm the only unique person on this show.
Yes.
Look at them now, females, and I'm a unique man.
And we're quite big.
You see?
Beautiful and bold.
So they don't have a choice but to have me on the show because I'm a guy bring spice to it.
What's the feeling like?
So I have to say that. So I'm unique on this show, but that's just on the literal side of things. But just to probably advance my conversation or my side of things this day. Is to say that my selling point is my uniqueness.
True.
And just like you mentioned, when I saw this topic, it's how to embrace your uniqueness. So it tells so much about there's something to embrace.
Yes.
And just like you mentioned too, like you have to accept first before you embrace what you. So it's part of the acceptance is the embracing too.
True.
So you cannot embrace what you don't accept.
True.
Right? So if I see that I have, for example, I don't know if you know about the lizard family. Right, I'll use the analogy of animals. Lizard family, there's an animal called lizard, agama lizard. We all know that. There's iguana. It's like a lizard, but there's one that is quite unique. It's called chameleon. It's like a lizard, but it's a very different kind of, and it's unique because it can take the color of anywhere it finds itself.
True.
And I feel like that is the selling point of that particular animal. Nobody goes to the zoo to check out lizards. I see them on the fence, I don't even care. Sometimes when I say, if I stole you, if you see a chameleon, you want to touch it, like, really, does it change color? You are so fascinated by the special characteristics it has.
Yes.
So you want to say, okay, let me put it on a red surface. Oh my jeez, let me put it on a blue surface. Because that's
and you see it changing.
And it changes. So it embraces first. That particular animal embraces, understand that, okay, it's different. It's not like everybody. It doesn't even work like every of the lizards. It's kind of like slow. You know about the animal.
I was a zoologist.
Oh, beautiful.
That was my first degree.
So I mean, like, some people will eat easily. Some people that eat, I don't want to mention their names.
Okay.
So some people will eat lizards, iguana, but nobody gets to want to jump at eating
chameleon.
Because they're not even very common.
Yeah, you can't see them in this side of town.
Exactly. So they are unique. The first time I saw one, I was very fast. I just loved it. I wanted to have it to myself.
With their bulging eyes and all.
You see, beautiful animal, right? But if you ask the animal maybe before now, if he probably sees or did not get to notice that he's unique, if he gets to see lizard, feel like, oh, why can I not run so fast? Why can I not be on the fence? You know, but it got to a point where he said, okay, see, this is me, and this is what I'm created to be like. And then he embraces it, and now everybody loves chameleon. So that's exactly what I'm saying. Your selling point is what makes you unique.
Yeah.
And if you can embrace it, you are not going to stand before mean men. You are going to be with great kings. You are going to stand with great minds and all that.
That's one of the things uniqueness does. But we'll come to that shortly. But you want to quickly also tell us, because I can see what you do in life, your career path. You read your first degree was a science student. How did you not end up being in the media?
Oh, well, I had a career detour. I had a transition from that. But I've always had the passion. So I would say for me.
I want to say that I'm sure it was your uniqueness that actually, made you had a rethink or something, right?
Yeah.
So I want to hear that journey, how you were able to maneuver it.
Okay, so maybe let me start from, to give a perspective to that, let me start from my family members.
Okay.
There's none of my family that's in the media professionally.
Okay.
So maybe to say that I'm comparing somebody is even out of the equation. Okay. But this is something I realized growing up. I've had a lot of people say that, oh, I think you speak well, because I've always had a thing for English. I love communications, I love language. They say, I know you speak well. I say, I didn't even take it to heart. I just felt like it's one of those compliments.
Okay.
But after a while in life, I think I got to a point where someone told me something I will never forget. One of my friends said, I know if you speak sometimes, so if someone does not get to see your face at the first time, the person might think that it's someone that is very old and mature and and all that. But you are so small in real life. But you talk like a big man. And I wonder what was that. But that was when I knew that this was something different about the way I speak. So I started working on it. Because the way I'm talking now is not the way I used to talk way back. And it's not because of age. It's because of practice. So I stayed true to my tone. So sometimes in my room, I don't get to say this a lot, but in my room, I run shows. There's no show there's no sport you want to give me now. I've spoken at United Nations Forum in my room. Okay. In the confines of in my mind, there's nowhere I've never been.
I love that.
So my mind is already ready. So when you bring up, so when you spoke to me about this, I was fascinated, and at the same time, I knew that, okay, this is a good, I didn't do so much. I didn't need to do anything special because I know this is something I've done before.
Yes.
So if you get to see me on the news, probably you see me on the news for the very first time, and then you see the delivery, and then you're like, oh my God, this guy is good. This guy is not good because he's starting. I've started.
Yes.
So I mean, like, so
from
it
your
takes,
mind.
exactly. So my mind has already seen this picture that I am. So the version of me now is the version I've already seen in my mind, and it's the version that I've embraced, which is my uniqueness.
You embrace that great arsenal that God has given you,
Absolutely.
which is your voice.
Absolutely.
So your voice is your uniqueness. I was really happy about the angle you went, that your voice has, you embraced your voice as your unique selling point, and you're able to build a career on that path, right? So let's just go back to Bolu. All right. Why do you think people are afraid to build their uniqueness?
It's like fear of how people will judge me if I speak, if I dress this way, or if I try to like pull out my mind out about my uniqueness, about what I want to sell to people, or about what's so unique about me, my original version. Because we're in a world whereby they want us to fit in, they don't want us to stand out.
Sure.
So people are trying to fit in, they're not trying to stand out. And I feel like when you stand out, that's when there's great potential.
Exactly.
So we just have to overcome our fear of what will people say,
Exactly.
what will the society say, and just overcome it.
Yes, still talking about overcoming. I remember, like I said, when I was growing up, I was always the tallest in my set. Everybody knows me in my set, even in the university, because I was the tallest. I even used to play basketball then. I was not this big then. So, but I sincerely, I didn't find that funny because everybody knows me in school. And I didn't like that because I wanted to just be in my small corner. So, but until I came into my own, and that was when after we've left school, that's the truth. I think we were almost like 400 level before I began to gradually begin to like what God has created. Can you imagine? So I just want to encourage someone out there. There are unique things that God has, embedded inside of you that will take you to your place of greatness in life. You need to, first of all, accept that thing. It may be physically, it may be internally. So it's left for you to discover what that thing is by paying attention to yourself. That's number one. Then number two is that you have to, he said something about, accepting it and also, developing it. All right. You have to develop that unique thing about you and begin to fly with it, because the truth of the matter is that when you decide not to use your uniqueness, it's like deciding not to use what God has blessed you with, and you won't go far in life. That's the truth. Your uniqueness will always bring you to your place of greatness in life. And also, I just want to encourage you out there listening to us that today is a day for you to embrace your uniqueness. Don't fit in, stand out. I'm sure you enjoyed yourself on the show today. We'll see you again next time on Immaculate Television. Do have a great day.